removing as many obstacles as you can, I think is so important in the beginning and also the whole time. You know, with the pep talks, my younger daughter was like 6 months old and my husband was gone for a month when I was working on those. And so I made the decision I was going to type them out on my phone. Like I could, there's no way I could have committed to like being at a Word doc, you know, on my computer. Just, it wasn't going to happen, but I was always going to have my phone with me. And so I think trying to figure out how to make it something, you know, if you're going to post something to Instagram, coming up with like a time or a daily goal or whatever it is, so you know how often you're going to do it, you know where you're going to do it, you always have the tools to do it. That can be so helpful. Lettering, for example, you can carry around the nice pen. You don't have to like have your oil paints. You know, coming up with something simple on the go is so important, especially when you're just getting started too.
Yeah. And you know, if there's people who, like, let's say you only have 15 minutes a day. I mean, what would you advise people? You know, you've used a couple of different mediums, right? You've been a writer, blogger, you're a photographer on Instagram, and you know, you've had a podcast. So I guess let me back up and say, what advice do you have on choosing your quote medium, right? How do people think that through? And then let's say that you only have 15 to 20 minutes a day, but you know that this way of working is going to help, and you just want to like get on the conveyor belt. So what would you advise people?
Yeah, I think the first thing I always want to make sure I say is there's a huge difference between what you like what you appreciate as a person, and then what might be your thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I say that because I can like respect painting as a thing. Like I can think it's beautiful and be like, that's not my thing. And so I think in the beginning it's really difficult because you may have spent years and years and years following a bunch of artists and scrolling. And you may think that every art medium is the best one ever. And that doesn't mean they're great for you. And so I think in the beginning it takes some experience, it takes some trying. So I would recommend, consider writing, consider you're going to write something fiction, consider taking a photo because that's easy. We all have a camera in our pocket. Think about being able to get out for a walk and like come up with an idea that you're going to take a picture of. You're going to go through the rainbow. So you're going to take a picture of red. You're going to take a picture of orange, yellow, green, whatever. You're going to take a picture of shape. You're going to take a picture of light. Like how does light change? And you're going to make that be the goal. Maybe you're going to do a photo walk every day for a month and you're going to capture one thing specific, or you're going to come up with like a different theme for each day. I don't know. But those are ways to like get into it. Similar with writing, maybe you're going to go through the alphabet and Monday you're going to do A, Tuesday B, and you're going to write something on that. If you're interested in drawing, I know Procreate, like that iPad app, I don't use it, but I know there are so many awesome challenges where they come up with a thing that everyone's going to draw that day, and you just practice the drawing, the shading. Making a little collage like I did was so fun, like a good gateway into just like getting your hands messy, especially as an adult. I think that's hard and we don't do it enough. So doing something like that. I knit a lot because knitting is extremely portable, and I can do it while I'm watching TV. I can do it while I'm listening to my kids. So I always recommend knitting. And it's like very pick up, put down. Like I think that's the trick. But I also think it's giving yourself time to try it. So you're going to try it for a month, you're going to try it for 6 months, whatever. And then after that time period that you preset, you're going to reassess and decide, did I like this? If you did, great, keep going. If you didn't, why? What was the problem? Was it too hard? Was it, do you not know what you're doing? Did it involve too many tools? Did you not have the day? Did you need more light and now it's the winter and so it's really difficult to do a photo walk? Like come up with the reason why it didn't work and then pick what your next thing is going to be and commit to that for a few months.